What's going on YouTube? It's Giga here, bringing you some more Series 11 Wi-Fi battles with live commentary. Finishing up or continuing our way through my 4 rental teams for the video. Today we are using this really aggressive Groudon team. Really with the idea of, hey, who do you want to Gigantamax, right? We have 3 main contenders, be it Colossal, be it Blastoise, or be it Venusaur. So talking about the team, first of all, we do have Swords Dance Groudon. We're just trying to be a little bit greedy. We do have Citrus Berry for recovery, and just overall, a fairly offensive spread with still a good amount of bulk, being that Groudon is able to shift between the two. Next up, we have Venusaur. Venusaur is pretty standard. We do have Cobra Berry to help deal with some flying type attacks. We also do have Leaf Storm over Frenzy Plant. My main thought process was I do want all of the Pokemon, if they're not to Gigantamaxing, to still have use. And I thought that Leaf Storm still hits very hard and doesn't have that secondary turn of not being able to attack downside that Frenzy Plant does, so that's why I opted with that. So next up, we do have Colossal. So we're doing a little bit of change of the Colossal core, where we still have Colossal, but we're triggering the policy with Blastoise as opposed to Urshifu. And so there's a couple of reasons for that. First of all, Aqua Jet from Blastoise does significantly less than in Aqua Jet from Colossal. I mean, from Urshifu, which I thought was really important just in terms of longevity. And also, this is, I mean, while, what's it called? Urshifu also does have Helping Hand. Helping Hand is really great here because you can trigger the policy on Colossal and you don't have to max it because of the fact that now you can go for big things like Heat Wave in the Sun or Earth Power and then save that max for later, or even do something like max a Blastoise. We do have Ice Beam on Blastoise and Scald, mainly because of the fact that we do potentially need to change the weather if Groudon is out and we want to utilize Blastoise to its fullest. So being able to Hailstorm and then go for a Cannonade is really huge. Next up, we have Dragapult. Dragapult's pretty standard. It does have Surf just to deal with setting up that policy. It also does have the option of maxing itself using things like Fly, Dragon Darts, and Phantom Force for just really good coverage. And finally, we have Urshifu. Urshifu just is pretty standard at this point. It helps deal with the Calyrex matchup and just a lot of common threats in the format. So we do have the team on the screen. We will have the paste in the description. And with that, let's just get rocking and rolling and move into the first game. All right, battle number 1, and it is Kyogre. It is Kyogre, Porygon 2, Regieleki with Indeedee and Incineroar. So this is interesting because of the fact that you don't really have a clear way to proc the policy on, or not proc the policy, to set up the Sun on Venusaur. That being said, I do like Groudon Venusaur as a lead. I want Blastoise and Urshifu in the back. Let's just do that. So I want Blastoise. Not really. I'm going to bring Dragapult instead. Dragapult can take a Water Spout fairly comfortably. We just want to get some good damage out, and I think an early Vine Lash is going to be really important. We don't have to worry about Aleki. We know that we will outspeed. You could potentially not lead Aleki, but I don't see you having a good way of KOing Venusaur. As we will see Porygon 2, Indeedee Porygon 2. So you want to set up Trick Room. That's fine with me. What? I go for a Vine Lash. I go for a Precipice Blades Vine Lash. Yeah, Precipice Blades Vine Lash I think is fine. We can at least get some good damage across the board. We do give it a special attack boost. Always unfortunate. Let's go for Precipice Blades and just go for the there's actually not a reason to. I'm gonna actually I'm gonna P-Blades and I'm gonna go for a Max Quake just because of the fact that Indeedee has the ability to deal some good damage. We are gonna see, this should be frozen for a long, okay, we are gonna get this up. Sorry, everything just completely dropped for a second for me. Hopefully that didn't cause an issue for anyone else. We do get the Venusaur to max. This means that we can max Quake pretty safely, get the special defense boost, and then we should be able to take the hits coming our way. We will see, oh, that is a Scarf Indeedee. That is definitely Scarf on the Indeedee. Here comes the Max Quake onto the Indeedee. If we get the KO with Precipice Blades onto it, we should be in fantastic shape. Yeah, so we just need to hit P-Blades. Come on, Groudon. Double connects. Boom. And boom. That's huge. Okay, great. Because Indeedee is definitely Scarf because it outsped me. This means that we have a very free Vine Lash onto your Kyogre, which can't really do anything to us. We also got you super, super low. Yeah, okay, perfect. We are going to see that happen. This means that we have the option of going for another Precipice Blades. I'm going to actually Vine Lash here. I'm going to Vine Lash Porygon too, mainly in the event that you max guard. You could max guard to set up Trick Room and then try to Ice Beam me to KO me before I can get the Vine Lash off. So this way guarantees it. We also do have Urshifu, as we are just going to see the Ogre withdraw. And so that's fine with me. In comes their own Venusaur. So this is actually really good for us. This is going to let us get... Oh, this is even better, right? You're maxing Porygon too. This means that we get really good chip onto you. We also have Urshifu in the back. So good news for us. Good news for us. Bad news in the fact that we don't have a good answer for their Venusaur. Their Venusaur will be tricky. We will Vine Lash into their Porygon 2. Oh my god. Porygon 2 should not... Porygon 2 should not exist. Precipice Blades. Oh, wow. Okay. Perfect. Max Strike into Groudon. That's fine. We... Switch into Blastoise. We actually want to preserve Groudon. Vine Lash chip is nice. We bring out... Oh! I have Dragapult. I'm going to swap in a Drag, and I'm going to go for a Vine Lash onto the Pori. I'm going to Max Strike the Venusaur. Actually, Porygon 2, yeah, Porygon 2 is not an issue because of Urshifu. So once we get rid of Venusaur, we should be in a lot better shape. We will have the continual residual chip. We can also stall out the max pretty effectively. And worst case, we do have the option of just using Fly with Dragapult. But yeah, once Porygon finishes its max, we do have the clear option to deal with it with Urshifu. So Urshifu can potentially be our endgame sweeper. We did bring Dragapult, so we'll see how that works out. Please Max Strike. Leaf Storm. Okay, Leaf Storm is fine. Dragapult going to take very, very little from that. As please be another Max Strike. Oh, yeah. I went for... Yep, that's a thing. That's a thing. I forgot how that works. I forgot that they don't update it. But Hail will take out the Venusaur, so that's fine. We do get some more chip onto... Yep, Venusaur goes bye-bye. Porygon 2 going to take the Vine Lash residual as well as... what's it called? The Hail chip. So we're getting really good damage, and this means we do have a pretty free... Probably Phantom Force. I like Phantom Force because it guarantees... Yeah, we can Phantom Force to guarantee survival of Dragapult, and then Venusaur at this point is useless. So we kind of just want to sacrifice it to bring out Urshifu safely, and then this will create a good endgame for us because we have, yeah, a clear Phantom Force here, and we can just go for... let's just Sleep Powder the Porygon 2. We just don't really have a reason to do anything else. And so... Protect, that's totally fine. You expect the attack into you. I would just very much like to disappear. We want Venusaur to go down this turn, and that will let me bring out Urshifu safely. We do... Oh, that's actually... That's debatable how good that is. We do get some nice Vine Lash chip. With you being asleep, that lets me bring out... I mean, no, we have a guaranteed turn of sleep. There's no way Kyogre is living. And so that means, yeah, this is Venusaur, right? Yep, this is Venusaur. We just swap into... Nope, we swap into Urshifu. And we will be able to KO Kyogre. Yeah, we KO Kyogre with the... what's it called? The attack with the Phantom Force. As, yeah, you're just going to fail double protect. So even better, Phantom Force comes out. It doesn't matter if you protect. Phantom Force goes through it. We get the KO there, and then that lets me go for a close combat as well as a Dragon Darts, just in the event that... Oh yeah, and we have Vine Lash chip. So, okay, overall, really good first battle. I'm glad we were able to pull that off. I think Venusaur just putting on constant pressure and having that flexibility was really important. And then I'm also really glad we decided to go with Dragapult in the end over, over Blastoise. I think we would not have been able to pull that off with, I don't think we would have been able to pull it off with Blastoise. So still, like I said, overall, really good first battle. And let's just keep rocking and rolling and move to the next one. All right, battle number 2. And it is Calyrex Shadow, Regigigas, Weezing, Landorus, Urshifu, and Zapdos. Blastoise Urshifu feels really good here. Let's bring Groudon in the back. And then Venusaur? Probably Venusaur. Let's do this. This is tough. I did not predict to run into a mirror. This should be a Gigas Weezing lead. And if that's the case, we have we go for a Cannonade. We Cannonade onto Gigas. No, we Cannonade onto Weezing and close combat onto Gigas. Survey says, yep, that is a Gigas Weezing. We go for a Cannonade onto Blastoise. Or from Blastoise onto Weezing. Yeah. We Cannonade here, and I'm going to close combat here. You could protect Will-O-Wisp, which is an option. But if that's the case, we will put you in range of Weezing going down to 1 hit. So we are going to see just a straight max Gigas. That's fine. Urshifu puts you super low to the point where I think the double up will be enough. And then we can utilize Protect very well. If I lose this one, I'm fine with it because of the fact that I play Regigigas so often. And I just know how gross it can be. And so, yeah, like this, I can't... I guess I could have still... No, because you have Quake. That's the thing, like, Gigas, while ever knows what it doesn't make it any easier to deal with. We are going to get this off. I should be able to... So what? Cannonade can help us out. If you... Okay, perfect. That's actually fine. You're going to just straight strike into Urshifu. As long as you're not max speed Weezing. If you're not max speed Weezing, that's really good, because that means we get the close combat off. You are max speed Weezing. That's fine. That's fine. We get off the Cannonade. We get off Cannonade into Weezing, which should do a pretty sizable chunk, where if we don't KO it this turn, we will KO it the subsequent... Okay, just kidding. That is a really beefy boy. Yeah, we bring out Groudon because Groudon has Protect. We target into the Weezing slot. Yeah, we pivot around. Yeah, we go for a Cannonade here and go for a Protect. We will have to take a Hailstorm, which potentially puts us at about 50%. Yeah, Hailstorm should put us about 50%. Trigger the Citrus Berry. And then once Weezing... Once Weezing is gone, Blastoise can do something. We are going to see a straight swap from Weezing, so that's an interesting choice to just guarantee the proc of the slow start. You are going to significantly weaken my Cannonade, but that's fine. This might be Calyrex? It is Landorus. Landorus I'll take. Landorus I will take any day. That was actually a good switch. That was a very good switch on their part. Because now... oh, Darkness. Interesting. Darkness into Groudon does 7 damage. It actually does... It does 9. Cannonade comes out. This should do a good chunk onto Landorus. I'll take that damage. I will actually very much take that. I would like to Hailstorm. I'm going to Hailstorm. No, I'm going to Hailstorm you and go for... I kind of want a Swords Dance. I'm going to P-Blades. Because we still don't have a good way to deal with Gigas. Venusaur could put it to sleep and then just kind of hope. Which is a good motto for life. Put it to sleep and kind of hope. Yeah, we are gonna see the Landorus swap out into Weezing. Yep, that makes sense. That's gonna let you go for a big hit onto me. I can then Max Strike. This should be onto Groudon. Onto Blastoise. Blastoise takes that because Blastoise is a beast. We now guarantee that we are gonna be at -1 with Groudon, but I'm hoping to. Oh no, what did we miss? Oh, Sugar Berry. I was like, oh no. Double connect, perfect. That's great because now we will have the ability. Yeah, we'll hit you with Cannonade, and you have now you have slow start. You are not going to like dealing with Blastoise with Landorus. We probably. Oh my god. Is that AV Regigigas? We know it's not Life Orb. I feel like it might be AV, which I don't like, but like it makes sense. We do get some good chip on Cannonade. We should survive an Astral Barrage from Calyrex theoretically. Oh, you Max Darkness. You went for a Max Darkness. You went for a Max Darkness. I also wish that Regigigas had Helping Hand. Yeah, I'm at -1 special defense, aren't I? There is 0 chance. We still go for the Scald, and we go for the P-Blades. Yeah, that's a clear Astral. There, I don't see us living. Groudon, maybe. Nope. Oh, that Darkness was such a good play. Yeah. You know, it's fine. I play against Regigigas so often. I play with Regigigas so often. What is this Regigigas? Ugh. Yeah, that was, I mean, it was something I didn't account for. I guess I could consider putting like, no, because Venusaur is unfortunately too slow here. I think if we had managed to get the sun back up, but there was no way for us to get the sun up and Venusaur in safely, because if we had done that, we would have been at least able to Leaf Storm. I am though curious to see if we can see my opponent's team, just because of the fact that their Gigas makes no sense. They have Darkness, Icy Wind. Please let me see. They don't let me see. I don't know. I think it might have been Assault Vest, but anyway, it is what it is. Let's just keep rocking and rolling and play one more. All right, last battle of the day, and it is another Calyrex team. It is Calyrex Shadow with Landorus, Wimmy, Charizard, a Mineshadow in Porygon 2. I kind of like Dragcoal with Groudon or Shifu. Let's do this. If you don't lead Wimmy, we're good. Even if you lead Wimmy, we are timid max speed, so we should be able to do quite a significant. No, that's hard because I don't know if I'll be able to survive a dub. I mean, we do have our Shifu, so worst case we max guard, swap into or we protect, swap into Urshifu, and then threaten with a Sucker Punch and go from there. And then it's like if you have Mind Show, I'm fine to take the Mind Show damage to get off rocks. But if you're doing that, that means yeah, this is tricky because of the fact that like every lead sucks, and that's not a Porygon 2. It is okay. It is Wimmy Calyrex. I say I still go for Volcalith. I say I go for Volcalith. You could be Trick Eject Button. Swap into Urshifu. Go for a Protect. Wimmy's such a good option. I don't really know how to beat this. Right? Because I should have brought, if I had brought a, what's it called? Blastoise, that's one thing. No, because even then you do have the ability to just trick. And then I would like to, okay, let's see. So we're going to see Urshifu comes in. I need to see a trick. Show me the trick. Show me the trick. Tailwind. Tailwind is fine. Tailwind substitute. I'm gonna protect, calling a protect. I'm gonna do detect Urshifu, and I'm going to, I could Heat Wave. I'm gonna actually, nope, I'm gonna go for a Volcalith onto Wimmy. I'm gonna Volcalith onto Wimmy and protect Urshifu. I'm gonna say protect Calyrex, Moonblast into me. That's gonna let me get off the Volcalith chip, and then with Wimmy gone, Urshifu is in a much more commanding position to deal with this Calyrex. It could be the Leech Seed variant that's apparently running around everywhere. I just need you to not be Eject Button. That's just the goal. Not be Eject Button. We also do have... Please don't trick. 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 Calyrex protects. Oh, okay, you're gonna Leech Seed. I don't understand. Moonblast. Okay, perfect. That's fine with me. That's gonna let me get off a Volcalith onto Wimmy. This hopefully KOs it after. Yeah, that should be a KO with the Volcalith chip, right? Please KO. I just need to KO Wimmy, and we are in good shape. Please, 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 please. Oh no. Oh, no, why? We Sucker Punch here and go for a Max Quake onto the Calyrex, break the sub. Then we have access to Wicked Blow or Sucker Punch, or we swap out. Yeah, we Max Quake, and then yeah, Sucker Punch to KO the Wimmy. And then we expect a potential... You could swap out Calyrex. We are going to see perfect. Boom. That's fine with me. We get rid of Wimmy. Critical hit. Love to see that. It's literally at 1 HP. We should now be able to go for a Wicked Blow pretty easily as Astral Barrage comes out. Urshifu takes that. Not very effective, but it still did quite a hunky little bit. As this Quake comes out, I just need to break the sub. If we break the sub, I have a clear Wicked Blow into that slot. As yeah, we are going to see that. That means that we can Wicked Blow. We are also getting a special defense boost, so we can easily take another one. Boom, Vocalist chip adding up. You shouldn't have anything else that can take a hit really. And so now what can happen is we potentially can just bring out what's it called? Drago. Oh no, we can't just bring out Dragapult because of the fact that Calyrex is faster. This is why I kind of wish I was running. Okay, Porygon 2 comes out. Porygon 2, I'm fine to Vocalith into... Yeah, because we're faster. We can go for... Oh, nice. An attack boost. I'm going to just Wicked Blow onto you, and I'm going to go for another Quake here as well. Because what that's going to do is that's going to let me get up my special defense to take hits. Worst case, what happens is if we definitely are going to get rid of Calyrex unless it switches out. If that's the case, we still are going to get big damage onto whatever comes in. We are going to get our special defense high. And what can happen is if we can position it so Dragapult is in and Calyrex is not, we can trigger the policy and go for really big heat waves, which should still do like quite a bit. We are just going to see a straight substitute. So interesting to stay in. We are going to get the Wicked Blow off, this is kind of annoying that you're doing this, but you know, it is what it is. We are just going to continually damage it. We are just, yeah, we're making you work. We're going to get off a Shadow Ball into Colossal. Colossal taking absolutely nothing from that. As out comes the second Max Quake onto Porygon. Some good chip. That's good chip for all things considered. We can go for a Heat Wave now because of the fact that we can try and break the sub and just put on we're just putting on pressure onto both of these slots. We are seeing that this is like a really bulky Calyrex, so that's kind of helping our case. As what the Leech Seed is really starting to add up, but we are at +2 special defense. You don't have a Tailwind anymore. Is that relevant? I don't think so. I am gonna just go for. I could close combat. I'm gonna close combat the Porygon 2 and go for a Heat Wave. I think if we can get like a potential burn, if we could burn Calyrex, that's great. Because then we cancel out a lot of the damage, but obviously if you set up a substitute, that's not going to matter. You should switch. You're just staying in and substituting. I don't... Close combat. I just need to KO Porygon 2. Perfect. I can swap into Groudon the subsequent turn. Yeah, I can swap into Groudon. Heat Wave, gonna connect. This hopefully breaks the sub. I don't see why this wouldn't break the sub. You might be relying on the fact that Wicked Blow has less PP, but like, look at how low you are. Yeah, this is just a clear... This is a clear double up. You still do have your max, so that is something to be cognizant of. But at the same time, I could just bring out Dragapult. Oh, I really wish Dragapult were Scarfed. I think, okay, at this range, Wicked Blow with Heat Wave will KO. Your last one is... we still Wicked Blow. And we go for a Heat Wave. If we can get rid of... that's tricky. That's really tricky. Jesus. That's scary. We do have Groudon. Groudon is nice because Groudon can take a hit. We are gonna... Oh, this should be a... Oh, God. That's so bad. Charizard is so scary right now. It should be a max Airstream. You should max Airstream, and you should Astral Barrage. You could max Quake, and we're only at +1, so there's no way we take that. Why didn't I Sucker Punch? That was such an easy Sucker Punch. That was such an easy Sucker Punch. I would have KO'd Calyrex. Because now Calyrex is at +1. That I should have just gone for it. I should have said, you're going to attack this turn. Because Groudon... It is... Okay, so it is spread. I do have to take a double up. Yeah, so all things... Ugh, that's so annoying. So that was annoying, but it is what it is. I don't think I can really do anything at this point. I'm just trying to think. They utilized it really well. If we had KO'd Calyrex, if we had just gone for Sucker Punch that turn, I think everything about it suggested, hey, you're gonna attack. But I'm still gonna just play it out for the sake of playing it out. You might max Wildfire. You might max Wildfire and not KO Dragapult. You should just Astral Barrage. I don't know why you're thinking about this. It was a rough day for the team, no lie, but I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, we are going to see that Astral Barrage. If we had just gone for the Sucker Punch, it would have been a lot better, but it is what it is. Like I said, we're going to play more games with this team, and then hopefully we can kind of redeem ourselves after this performance. But overall, still, it's been a fun time using this team, and until next time, I hope